Hey, what's up everyone? It's Samantha here. Today we're gonna talk about Xbox X Series requirement, that upcoming holiday 2020, which is gonna come out between the end of October to December. Based on this article, has told me, and I wanna read it through. So I'm gonna do my own little nitpicks, and I'm gonna show you what the article has said, and I'm gonna go over thoroughly again for you guys. That way I can cover what you guys need to know about the upcoming Xbox. That way you can be a little bit of refresh your mind what this Xbox X Series is all about, and have a step ahead decision whether you want to buy this console or not. So without further ado, guys, let's get on with this news and with the gaming news. So without further ado, let's go. This telling us that between between of course this is all coming holiday 2020. It's coming out between October to November, no, October to December 2020, just time of the Christmas. So it's gonna be within the time range when they're gonna PS4 gonna release their own console as well. So Xbox and PS4. So looking forward to that. There is two different type of console that gonna come out. One is Anaconda, other one is a Lockhart. Anaconda will be Xbox X Series, and the Lockhart will be pre-version of Xbox X. Not it's gonna be like more like a digital download games from the cloud gaming. The Stadia release that's similar to that. So there is a little bit more information about this, which is not I'm not gonna cover in this article, but in the next article that's gonna come out, I'm definitely gonna talk about my own expectation of what I have learned about Project Lockhart of Xbox X Series. It's not gonna be powerful as Xbox X Series, but it's like a download version of Xbox X Series. So but it's still in development. They haven't released much information about it, but near future when they release Xbox X, I don't know Xbox X the Lockhart which is gonna come out sooner. They haven't released anything about Lockhart, but I think after they release the Xbox X, they're gonna release the Lockhart more information. So upcoming next year of 2020, we're gonna see what they do talk about. The Phil Spencer of Xbox X, the guys come out in every single E3 and Game Awards. So in the Game Award they released this console announcement. So what we have learned is that the game specs, right? The game specs will be so within the article we learned that Phil Spencer starting this time that we will not out for position of power of price. So there is a lot of confusion about the pricing models of this game. So no one knows the actual price. It may be $500 or 400, depends on the price, reasonable price. Which shouldn't be overpriced. Overpriced, no one gonna buy it. So it's gonna be like downfall for Xbox X, Microsoft console gaming market. So they do release pretty cool, good games upcoming, their own exclusivity, and their own lot of pretty interesting studio. Like I'm gonna talk about it in the upcoming series. So look forward to that. So without further ado, let's go with that. And now, of course, the gaming console is not gonna be cheap, as you see. It said it's learned their pricing mistake with Phil Spencer starting this time. They will not outpush our power price. That does not mean the console will be cheap. Mind you, it means the price will be better aligned with the console powers and the pricing points of the competition. So there is a lot of back and forth with that. So yeah, so there's a lot of confusions in one way or another, but after all, the Jason Rea, director of Xbox platform, speaking to Windows Central, he said that what reasonable price points are for a console, kind of what customers expect about that. So the pricing model might be higher because of this, better version of the console. Is a new console, which is more powerful than Xbox X and Xbox One X. Who knows? If it shouldn't be that higher, but it should be at least a reasonable price for everyone to buy it. So Xbox S3 specs, as far as we know, is a custom design, AMD making of Zen 2 and Navy architecture, twice as powerful than the Xbox One X, capable of running game at 120 Hz frame rates, and it should be running at 8K resolutions. Ray tracing technology, which is I'm pretty sure the PS5 also has that, and SSD storage system compatible with Xbox One accessories and physical disk drive. I think, as far as I know, PS5 and Xbox Series X would be the last generation of console that gives you. I'm pretty sure that's what other people believe as well. I'm not sure about 100%, but kinda sure that physical disk drive will be the last generation console of Xbox Series and PS5. So upcoming near future, we're gonna see if the physical disk drive is still gonna be usable in the gaming market or not. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also, let's talk about the leaks or kind of like investigations on Twitter. So a benchmark result was spotted by Twitter user, which is stated a kind of like information about Xbox One benchmark sample, which is let's talk about it in the bottom. So this is the Twitter benchmark AMD sample by Kimachi. I'm not sure it's legit. Xbox One's information about that. It may be fake because it's a rumors. It's not a leak, but it's a rumor that someone wrote it and took a snap of it on their own. But we know but it still can be kind of close to what Xbox X series X is gonna be about. So, which is really interesting. So based on this information, this article tell us that base clock speed of the flux socket or SOC, which is 1.6 Hz, which is pretty low for these days for the maximum boost of 3 GHz. The float sockets will be low power part for the compact system. Gaming console is similar to AMD's Jaguar SOC, which is powered for the Xbox One. So Flute SOC may be similar to the AMD Jaguar SOC to Xbox One X that we have right now. This I think it can be compare, but we're not sure that they're gonna use Flute SOC or not. But still, it's good to talk about it here and there. Compared to the modern desktop CPU, it looks like the Flute CPU will be at least 2 times faster than the previous generation of Jaguar sockets. So like the Flute CPU of Xbox Series X would be much more faster, much more rendering, loading screen. I'm not sure about the loading screen, but it's gonna be way better than the Xbox One X. So also the Flute socket is expected to have 7 nm, which will be bringing power benefit. I think maintain the power, doesn't overload and stuff like that. It also has Navi 10 Lite, which has been mentioned before, unreleased AMD Navi GPU showing up in the Linux driver. So basically the Lite version of Navi 10 GPU, which will have a reduced and limited spec compared to the full version, including the lower CU compared unit count. However, having a lower CU count on the GPU will have a less power hungry, so it's not gonna overload. Basically, this Navi 10 GPU is gonna prevent that from happening. It's like not gonna overload, not gonna make a noise like zzz, when you play in a console. I play in PS5 when it has a high engine, like high strong games that it render a lot of hits in a lot of powers, is gonna make noises because it's consuming it's trying to load the system, load the game, make noises of course, but not as the old model of PS4. But anyway, so let's get on with that. So just again, the AMD Fluid socket. Again, AMD Fluid socket, it does not exist. It's designed for a drive where power efficiency is important, such as in a gaming console. If it does exist, it's gonna be really, really beneficial for gamers who play in a console like me. I play in a console, also in a PC, in a comparable, balancing out. I don't like trying to be on let's say I don't want to play it for too long, because if you play for too long, it's not good for your health or good for your body. It takes it throws on you, so it's happened to a lot of trying in the past. So I know the pain. You know what I'm talking about. So let's go. So in the benchmark also result in the engineering sample of 16 gigabyte memories attached to memory that is not mentioned specifically what is this type of memory is all about. But 16 gigabyte of GDR6 memory between CPU and GPU. Probability of gonna share Xbox One as GDR memory, maybe not. We don't know the actual truth and actual confirmation of is this information that the person Komachi has provided is actually real or not. But in the other hand, in the near future, we can definitely see what this is gonna be all about. So yeah, controller would be similar to in Xbox One. Its controller version is not in a big changes. It's gonna be more, it's gonna be how you handle it. I think the control model is still the same. So of course for PS5 as well, it's not gonna be kind of like a big deal. It's gonna be more like a smooth controller as well. So we don't know much about that. But upcoming 2020, we're gonna see what is it all about. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk for too long, because otherwise, it's gonna be a heck of a ride. So let me know in the comment below what you guys think about these requirements and in the new information of Xbox X Series. It seems pretty interesting. It is kind of similar to it can compare Xbox One X with the Xbox One X series. There will be like upgraded next level version of an Xbox. So which will be I hope which will be better than in this version of an Xbox, because new generation coming out, new high engine graphics and more visualizations and taking place in this near future. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm gonna do a lot of not only just the gaming news, talk about different things. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and if you guys like this video, you know what you have to do: leave a like and subscribe to this boy channel and share the video with your friends. And I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day, guys. Arigato gozaimasu.